Thomas and Percy were hard at work. But strange things kept on happening. First of all, a water tower acted strangely. It randomly turned on and leaked a lot of water. Thomas stopped. That's strange, he thought. Oh well, it must be broken. I better report it to Sir Topham Hatt later. And off he went. But it wasn't leaking because it was broken. Percy then encountered something strange. He had to stop at a signal. Both of the signals say stop, he thought. But then... it was changing by itself. Percy was a bit confused, but then thought maybe it was just the wind changing them. So he thought nothing of it and continued with his journey. But it wasn't the wind that was changing it. Thomas then came across something on the track. He had to stop. There were some abandoned trucks on the track. How did they get there, he wondered, when suddenly they moved by themselves. Thomas was stunned. But at least it wasn't Darth Vader moving them this time. Thomas was now a bit spooked, so he fled. What was moving the trucks? He ran over to Percy. Percy, some weird things are happening, he said. I know. What's going on? Asked Percy. Perhaps Sodor is haunted, suggested Thomas. No, there's no such thing as ghosts, said Percy. Suddenly, a chilling wind picked up. Come on, let's finish our job so we can get back into our nice warm sheds, said Percy. Thomas agreed. So they both continued with their jobs. Nearby, Tom Moss wanted to have some fun. He thought if he changed the points, he could make Thomas and Percy collide. But shortly after he changed it, they changed back. Tom was confused. He tried to change it again. But it changed back again. He was frustrated, but when he looked around, he saw all of the spooky things happening. He wanted no part of this madness, so he ran back to his tunnel. Later on, Thomas and Percy had finished their jobs. Come on, let's get back to the sheds, said Percy. Yes, and we can forget about these strange things that have happened, added Thomas. They were about to go when they heard... What was that? Cried Percy. It sounded like a ghost, said Thomas. Then, out of the corner of their eyes, they saw something fade away. Did you see that? Asked Thomas. I did, said Percy. Find out what that was soon. The engines had just finished a hard day's work. Thomas arrived. Good job today, everyone, he said. Now let's get some well-earned rest, said Henry. So the trains fell asleep. But there was a ghost nearby. It zoomed past the resting trains and took all of their numbers. When the trains woke up, they felt rather strange. "Something feels different," said Edward. "It's because your number's missing," said James. "Everybody's number's missing," cried Gordon. "Well then, let's go and find them," said Thomas, and off the trains went. Luckily, the ghost wasn't very fast, so he had to hide all of the numbers around Sodor. So Thomas was looking for his number, the number 1. He soon came across it, and he put it back on his side. "Ah, that's better," said Thomas, and he helped the others find their numbers. Edward was looking for his number, the number 2. He found it and put it back on. "I feel like myself again," he said. The ghost was getting frustrated at how easily the trains were finding their numbers. Henry was looking for his number, the number 3. It was hidden in the bushes, but Henry still found it and put it on. "Oh, excellent," said Henry. Gordon was looking for his number, the number 4. It was well hidden in the trees, but Gordon had a good eye and spotted it. So everyone was now looking for James's number, the number 5. But the ghost had it, as it was fed up with the engines finding the numbers. Then it tried to run away. But Thomas spotted the ghost. "There's your number, James," cried Thomas, so all of the engines chased the ghost. Thomas blocked the ghost, and Henry pinned it in. The others surrounded it. "I'll take that," said James, and he took his number back. "Now to find out who you really are," said Thomas. It was Diesel. "Diesel? Oh, I should have known," said James. "But why did you take our numbers?" asked Henry. "Well, because I don't have a number. Nothing special about me," sulked Diesel. "But you were the very first diesel engine on Sodor," said Edward. "That's much more special than any number." "Oh, yeah, I guess so," said a much happier Diesel. It was actually quite a good prank, said Thomas. So everyone was happy in the end.
Thomas was enjoying his afternoon when he went around a sharp corner and he ran right into a very large pumpkin that was on the line. Thomas couldn't see anything. "Don't worry," said his driver, "I can see to drive you." And they moved forward, but Thomas did look very silly. Percy was also enjoying his day. Then the same thing happened to him. "Who turned the lights out?" said a shocked Percy. "Don't worry," said his driver, "I can see." And Percy moved forwards. They both now looked very silly indeed. Percy then stopped at the crossing. "Who's there?" said Thomas. "I don't know," said Percy. "I can't see." "Oh, it's you, Percy." I've had a bit of an accident," said Thomas. "Me too," said Percy. "Come on, let's get back to clean up." And they left. In the bushes lurked Diesel 10. "Ha, ha, ha. Silly steamers." Now the tip of the sheds were being repainted, so the engines were using a set of tunnels as shelter. "How's your headache, Percy?" said James, trying not to laugh. "You look a little under the weather, Thomas," said Gordon, also trying not to laugh. Thomas and Percy said nothing. The engine wash was broken and they felt very embarrassed with their pumpkin heads on. The next day the pumpkins had been removed, but Thomas and Percy were still feeling embarrassed. "Of course," said Gordon, "it's Halloween, a time for pumpkins, ghosts, bats and spiders." "Did you say ghosts and bats?" said James. "And we're in these old tunnels?" "Yes," said Gordon. "They don't scare a big engine like me though." Thomas and Percy couldn't wait to get away from James and Gordon. While they were out, they got the feeling that they were being followed. "There," said Thomas. "A ghost." I'm scared," said Percy. "I know someone who can help us," said Thomas. "Ha, ha, ha. Silly steamers." Thomas then met a real ghost train, a very friendly ghost train called Ghosty. "Don't worry, Thomas, there are no other real ghosts around here, and I'll find out who is responsible for this." That pleased Thomas. Ghosty then scared away all the fake ghosts. He then met Diesel 10, who was blocking the crossing. "I might have known it was you," said Ghosty. "You're not a real ghost. You don't scare me, and you can't get past me," said Diesel 10. Ghosty then moved forward right through Diesel 10. Okay, now I'm scared," said Diesel 10. And off he went. Ghosty chased him. "It was me! Now, leave me alone! Leave me alone!" said Diesel 10. Thomas and Percy were pleased it was all over, although they were still embarrassed about the pumpkin heads.
It was Thomas's day off, and he was spending it with Lightning McQueen. "What do you want to do today?" asked Thomas. I'm not sure," replied McQueen. "How about I ride in your truck until we think of something?" "Okay," said Thomas. So McQueen hopped in and off they went. They stumbled across a tunnel. "Hold on," said Thomas. "I don't recognise that tunnel." "I wonder where it goes," said McQueen. "Let's find out," said Thomas. So his driver got out and changed the points. And in they went. When they came out of the tunnel, they couldn't believe their eyes. "This is incredible," they said. There were all sorts of animals. As they were taking it all in, they were spotted by Ono the egret. "Uh-oh, intruders," he thought, so he swooped down to warn the others and prepared to defend the land. "Intruders!" he cried. He got the attention of the other Lion Guard members. They fired their coconut launcher. It just missed. They then catapulted a boulder. Just missed again. "I don't think they want us here," said McQueen. But before they could react, Ono fired a net straight at Thomas. Clean shot. The animals approached the intruders. "Who are you?" asked Kion. "I'm Thomas," said Thomas. "And I'm Lightning McQueen," said McQueen. "Oh, I've heard of those names before," cried Beshti. "Yes," agreed Kion. "You're both very famous. Sorry we attacked you. We're the Lion Guard, you see. We need to protect the land." So they freed Thomas and introduced themselves. "I'm Ono, the eyes in the sky," said Ono. "I'm Beshti," said Beshti. "I'm Bunga, the honey badger," said Bunga. "I'm Kion, son of Simba," said Kion. "And I'm Fuli, the fastest in all the Pride Lands." "Well, probably not as fast as me," said McQueen. "No, I'm probably faster," said Fuli. "Why don't you have a race?" suggested Thomas. Everyone thought it was an excellent idea, so they set it up. "The first one to reach my wall wins," said Kion. "Ready, steady, go!" It was a fast start. McQueen got ahead slightly, but realised he was heading straight into the wall and was going too fast. And then "Oh dear," said Fuli. "Well, I guess you win." "Yes, but I broke the wall," sulked McQueen. The others then arrived. "Wow, what a race," said Kion. "And don't worry about the wall, we can just rebuild it." McQueen was very thankful, so they all worked together and constructed the wall. Ta-da! It looked good as new. "Now let's show you around," said Fuli. So Thomas watched from the tracks as each animal showed McQueen their favourite place. It was soon time for Thomas and McQueen to go. "We'd better make a move," said Thomas. "Please come back soon," said Beshti. "Oh, we definitely will," replied McQueen. "Today was really fun," said Kion. So they said their goodbyes and left. "What a fantastic day that was," said McQueen. "Yes, we'll definitely be going back there," said Thomas. So McQueen and Thomas had made lots of new friends. Hi, I'm Dave, and thanks for watching my video, which featured lots of new toys. It included Kion's toppling wall, just press the button and the wall falls apart. And to reset, push in the tab and just rebuild the wall. Another set used was Beshti's boulder catapult. Hold the base and pull the lever down and release. Bunga's coconut blaster was used too. Put the coconut in the tree and press the leaves. Another set used was Ono's lookout launcher. Ono stands on his perch and press him down to throw the net. And finally, Foolie's canyon chase set was used. Foolie sits on a cart and the launcher pushes her away. And each set comes with an adjustable action figure.
Oh, James, hey! I've been waiting for you for ages! I have a present for you!
Ah, thanks, Chris. What is it?
I found some honey! Look!
Oh no, there's so many bees!
Ouch! I've been stung on the nose! Get off me, bees! Oh, why aren't you going away? Help! Get off me! Get off me! Stop following me! My nose really hurts! How can I get them off me? Oh, a turntable! I know! I can try and spin them off! No, it didn't work! Go away, bees! Ah, Fireman Sam, please help me.
Oh, hi James. What's the problem? Bees! Whoa! Okay, hang on. Let's try to wash them away. Are you ready, James?
Yes, I'm ready.
There we go, James. All gone. Ah, much better. Thank you very much. Chris, they've all gone.
That's good, James. So, do you want some honey?
No thanks. I've gone off, honey. I'll race you to Lower Tidmouth, said Thomas to Percy, and off he went. Percy went a different way, but just around the first bend, something went wrong with Thomas, and he stopped. Percy didn't realise and raced on. Thomas's driver got out. He said, I just need my tool belt. Percy made it to the station. I won! I won! Thomas's driver got out his tool belt and took out a spanner. Ah, that's the problem, Thomas. A bolt has come undone, but the nut has dropped off somewhere. We'll never find that, Thomas. We need a replacement. Meanwhile, Percy was worried that Thomas hadn't reached the station and left to look for him. There you are, said Percy. Ah, Percy, said Thomas's driver. Thomas needs a replacement nut. Could you fetch it for us? I'll radio ahead to say you're coming. Percy left. In a short while, he came back with the new nut. That was quick, Percy. Thomas's driver then set to work. He put the bolts back, holding the metal straps together. Put the nut in place and the spanner around it. He then used the screwdriver to tighten it up. There, he said. Just needs a drop of oil now. He packed his tool belt up and thanked Percy. With his engine fixed, Thomas then got back to racing against Percy. Thanks for watching our story, which featured the Thomas and Friends Engineers Toolkit playset. There's 35 pieces, including some train maintenance cards, some train timetable cards, some pens, some nuts and bolts, 4 lengths of metal, plastic, a tool belt with hammer, screwdriver and spanner, a pretend walkie-talkie, clock and compass, and some oil and an oil can. The belt will fit around a young engineer's waist with the Velcro strap. Everything you need to keep the trains running on time.
Gordon was happily pulling his express. He stopped at a station. Percy approached him. "Hey Gordon," he said, "are you pulling the haunted coach?" "Haunted coach?" replied Gordon. "Yes, don't you know it?" asked Percy. "No. Why is it haunted?" Gordon asked. "Well, apparently spooky things happen if you pull it. Points and signals change randomly, and even ghosts appear," warned Percy. "What does it look like?" asked Gordon. "Well, it looks exactly like your coach's, but red." And with that, he left. No, there's no such thing as ghosts, thought Gordon. So Topham Hatt arrived. "Gordon, I need you to pull an important coach," he said. "Yes, sir," replied Gordon. How many coaches?" "Oh, just the one," answered Sir Topham Hatt. "One? And, what colour is it?" Gordon asked. That's a strange question. It's red." "Red? Don't be late," and off he went. It can't be the haunted coach, surely, he thought. But when he got there, oh no! It was exactly as he imagined it. He coupled up to it. And strange things happened instantly. What? He wanted this journey to be over as quickly as possible. But things just got stranger. He soon had to stop. There was a truck on the track. What's that doing there, he wondered. Suddenly, fireworks went off and chocolate went everywhere. That must have been a ghost, cried Gordon, so he hurried off. The signals acted strangely too. "I can't take much more of this ghost business," cried Gordon, so he rushed off. "Oh no," muttered Gordon, as in front of him was a real ghost. He was petrified. He just wanted to get rid of this coach. He eventually got to the final station. "Finally," sighed Gordon. The ghost reappeared. "Oh no, it's not over," cried Gordon. "Gordon, it's only me, Percy." "Percy?" muttered Gordon. "It was you all along?" "Yes, it was a pretty good prank, wasn't it?" he said. "But the coach, the points and the signal." "Oh, that's just a regular coach. And those points have been faulty for a while. And the signals, well, the wind changed those. They're quite loose, you know," explained Percy. "Oh, Well, what about the chocolate truck? Asked Gordon. Chocolate truck? Well, I didn't put that there. Oh well, I see you're covered in a lot of chocolate. Come on, let's get cleaned up, said Percy. So they did. That's better. So there's no such thing as ghosts? Asked Gordon. Of course not, replied Percy. But he was very wrong. But that's a story for another day. Hi, I'm Dave, and thanks for watching my video. Please click on any of the links below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon!